Yeah.
So after that, you worked with TMB, and you were both the artistic associate and an actor with the company.
Yeah.
So you would have toured the province.
Yeah, I did a lot.
Productions and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What was touring like in New Brunswick? I guess generally, maybe TMB specific at that.
Well,
time.
with TMB, it was marvelous because, you'd have a company manager. Warren Maddox was company manager at one point. There were a lot of different people who were. I've lost all their names right in that moment. But they would come back I'll phone you later, right? In the middle of the night, tell you the names. But Warren Maddox was company manager and for a long time. And for a while, he and I shared an office too, which was kind of fun. But it was so well done. You just got up in the morning, checked out of the hotel. We were supposed to be checked out of the hotel in the parking lot with your bag ready to go. And you got in the van, and they took you where you were going, and you showed up, and you did your job, and then you went back to where you were staying and probably partied a little bit and had a ball.
And what were the audiences like in those communities?
Well, when it was different at different times, eh? But, I mean, when I was first working there, all the time I was there as an actor, there were committees in each community, and they would always have a party to host. Laurie Toner's from where?
Grand Falls.
Yes, because I remember she came up to go to one of those parties. I think when we were on tour there. Anyway, there'd be a committee in each town, and they'd always have a reception, and the audiences were great, and the spaces were all different. And at the time, a lot of them seemed really well. A lot of them were really, schools. You were playing in schools. We played at St. John High, and I remember the crew. The crew was fantastic. They're amazing. And they would build dressing rooms on stage. And so we were all on stage, but it was a very deep stage. And so the show would be in the front, and then we'd all be in dressing rooms whispering backstage. And in one school, I can't remember where, St. Stephen, Sussex, somewhere, we were in the art room. It's my favorite. I love that because you could always see what the kids were working on. And in Chatham, in the basement that you had to walk through to get from one side of the stage to the other. It was really spooky. Great place for a horror movie. And everybody who'd ever been in a show there had written on the walls. It was kind of fabulous. Yeah, it was lovely. But I mean, you had a lot of fun, but it was so professional because you didn't, as an actor, you just had to do your job. Whereas when you were on tour with the Comedy Asylum, I remember Jim Gow once gave us each our own screwdriver so that we had to, with our names carved on the handles, and we had to unscrew the platforms every night and screw them back up as we put the set together. We had to, and one time when we were touring our show, have you ever been to Bombay? Etienne Savoie was our stage manager, TD, and Liz and I were in it. And we were it was set in a library, so we were unpacking the books and putting them on the shelves one night getting ready for the show, and Liz just said, do we really need to have all the books? So, yeah. And my favorite memory, which I tease him about endlessly, is we were packing up from somewhere. I think it might have been Fredericton, I can't remember. And Marshall was on top of the van for some reason at this door we were loading out of. And Vaughn and me and whoever were loading into the van all this stuff. And Jim just got in and revved the engine and took off. And there's Marshall, not very fast, but he just started moving. And there's Marshall on top of the van. And I don't know if he was dressed like Lucien or if he was just stuck there, but he was on top of the van going, these young people today, they don't know what work is. He was like 30 at the time. I don't know.